Hello, this is Bill Lupton. Thank you for joining me on this watercolour demonstration. Today I'll be painting a Lake District scene, and whilst on holiday recently, sat at the side of Bassenthwaite Lake and took this photograph, and that's what I'll be working from for this demonstration. The video playback is at twice normal speed, so we can get through the painting quite quickly. Well, what I've done first, I've wet all the sky and I'm adding some ultramarine blue. You'll also see me add some greys in there to try and put cloud in between on those white areas. It's quite a dramatic area as the Lake District, and you do see some wonderful skies. Well, that's the first layer of grey, just creating those nice big long clouds pointing down towards the horizon line. What I'm doing now is adding some darker greys in there just to give a little bit of variety of tone. Well, that's the sky finished. It's time now to start adding some distant hills and mountains. Notice how the very distant mountains are in a blue-green. I've now strengthened the colour slightly with a grey, and I'll add some warm colours to the base as we approach the water. What I'm doing now is with a small brush and some very dark paint, just stabbing in some trees along that shoreline. And because the paint's quite wet, they will soften along the top. And with a very weak paint and a very wet brush, I now start to add in the lake using the same colours that I used in the sky. On the right hand side of the photograph there's some foreground trees, but they're quite small, so I'm making them larger so they stand out more. I'm also making them quite dark, so they really do come forward in the painting and push those distant hills further back. With the leaves finished, it's time to add some structure to these trees using a rigger brush. I'm also careful to make sure some of these branches go through those gaps in the leaves. I've changed to quite a large brush now because I want to fill this landing in the foreground. I'm first of all putting in a very bright green, and then I'll add some dark shadowing in there just to give it some shape and form. This is a bristle fan brush. It's great for putting in a few details in foreground grasses, so I use this with quite strong paint. At this side of Bassenthwaite Lake there's a really prominent tall tree. It's actually dead, but it's really attractive, so let's put that in now. With a rigger brush, what I'm doing now is just adding a few dark foreground grasses. It just adds to the depth and interest in this lower part of the painting. And to finish the painting, I'm just adding some reflections of those hills in the water. Well, just to remind ourselves of the original photo, there's not much colour and not much tone. There's the final painting. Just have a quick look round. It's richer in tone and colour, and I've also tried to make all those clouds sort of point in the same direction towards the left hand side on the horizon, where it guides us towards those soft trees that melt into the background above the water's edge. And there's the final version. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Don't forget to visit my website where you can find out more about me and my work, or have a look on YouTube. I have got some more videos. Okay, see you again soon. Bye for now.